another man. I was thrown into confusion. For all the world I thought was true, it's nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go. I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed. Wondering how much lower can I go. Even though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain upon the world. I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're hurled. I was once a good man. Now I'm living in this hell. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go. I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go. So I'm wondering how much lower can I go. Say make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you could sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Say take money, money, take money, money, money. Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I can spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Chill, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is gonna try to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla.
Go!
Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town.
AI Fiends, Vikings,
I need that
Johns.
Skrilla on the Rilla.
Like 8 Johns in
on
here.
the Rilla.
Filippo, Franco, Wes. I love it, man. 1, open stream. 2, like stream. 3, watch 2 hours of fun and waste time. Do this to end of the bowl. Yeah, pretty much, man. Anyways, what's going on, fellas? Skrilla on the Rilla, fellas. Skrilla on the damn Rilla. Shout out to Ben Bostic, too, the most underrated country singer in the world. It's a great song, man. That song should be on the top of the list. And I'm wondering how much lower can I go? We're going to get Ben Bostic to the top of the charts by the end of the bull run. I'm telling you right now, Ben Bostic is going to be finding me and thanking me for getting him to the top of the billboards, bro. Anyways, guys, I just finished up another shift over there at McDubs. But I was happy to see that Bitcoin got a nice little bounce today off our hopium, quote-unquote, trend line at my McDonald's shift. And I opened it up and I said, boss, I know I was supposed to work overtime today. I can't fix the ice cream machine. I gotta go. Bitcoin's got a little action today. So I dipped, and here we are. We're gonna talk a little price action. Hope everyone had a fantastic day, though. I had a fantastic day today, and I bet all you guys had a fantastic day today, man. Diamond reversal fake out. You know, the diamond reversal fake out. Let's see what we got. We'll talk about that in a second. But John, so wait, you're back at McDubs? Yeah, John, I'm back at McDubs. But, you know, the McDubs is usually the bottom signal. So, we're back at McDubs. Blaze, Amrit, Nikki B, what's going on, man? Boots said, I'm going to be dancing and then, like, robots when we hit all-time highs. Yeah, man. Anyways, guys, Bitcoin's got a little bit of a bounce. Now, nothing crazy. We still got some work to do, right? The 30K level is a pain in the ass. It really is. It's a huge pain in the ass. At the current moment for the BTC, but we did find a bounce off of a level that we've been talking about a couple of times. We were waiting for, you know, Bitcoin to either go back in the bull market support band or test this trend line where we gotten a bounce here, we got a bounce here, we got a bounce here, and we know yesterday we did get a nice wick to that trend line, and what do you know? It's almost like buyers come in at the trend line. So here we are again, breaking to the upside out of, you know, what was a falling wedge here. 69% chance to break to the upside. We did break to the upside out of it. We did get a nice little bounce. Now, we still got work to do. 30K is a pain in the ass, like we've been saying, man. So this is cool. This is great. It's the first step what we wanted to see, which was bounce off the bull market support band and bounce off the trend line that's bounced 4 times now, which is cool. But this 30K, man, like, we're gonna fight that shit to the death today. Okay, so what we need to do, all right, we haven't done this in a while because there's been nothing to talk about. What we need to do today, okay, what we need to do today, fellas, we're not playing around today, fellas. So what I need you to do, there's no more of this bullshit in the chat, okay? What I need from you today is to regroup. I haven't seen you guys in a while, but we need Bitcoin to break through 30K. We already got a rejection once today, but our families will not eat unless we can break through 30K resistance from the bears. Spam the swords and spam the shields. We have come too far to get rejected again. Let me see them. I see Hamilton. I see Inkog. I see Chris. I see Robbie Angel. Let's get that energy rolling today, boys. Alright? No more of this bullshit. We have started a new era. This is what we're doing here, fellas. Let's do this. Squirt. I love it, man. Let's go. All right. Let's end this so we don't get too hyped up. We need to save some energy when the bears actually come and attack. You know what I mean? But no, like, guys, this 30K level has been a pain in the ass. We already tested it once last week. Now we're back up here again, right at that level. So obviously we need to get back above that and hold it, and not just test it or wick above it. We need to get some type of close. So we're still there, right? We're still fighting. 1 hour time frame. We got a nice little rejection there in the 1 hour. So what we need to see now is I want to get a nice, like, if this is going to be any type of bullish, I want to see this daily close good, right? So I don't want to see the daily with like this big wick on the top side. Let's close this daily with a nice girthy daily candle if we are a bull. If the bears push it down before the close, it's probably not looking too great. It's probably not looking too great. We're getting rejected, and we probably go back and test the trend line again, which wouldn't surprise me either way. But that's kind of what we got. We got to still break through this freaking level, but you gotta start somewhere, man. So diamond reversal. Now let's talk the diamond reversal pattern because I'm not a big fan of these patterns, but it was there. Diamond reversal pattern, we were coming from the downside, which means that it's a reversal pattern, so you usually break it to the upside. We got an upside break. Now, like, we broke out, but, draw this how you want to draw it, sort of arbitrary. Whatever, man. Now, we got to hold this. I mean, so far, we're trying to hold this support. We'll see if we can bounce off this and try to get a nice little bounce, but it all comes down to let's get a daily above 30K, man. A daily close above 30K, bro. Just give it to us. You know what I mean? We've been through enough crap. Shit, man. Wade said, as long as the pattern is going my way, I'm always a big fan. Now you know, Wade. As long as the pattern goes the way you want it to go. If you're a bull, you want it to break up. If you're a bear, you want it to break down. As long as it goes your way, you like the pattern. Exactly, man. I like the rising wedge and the falling wedge, actually. I like both. You know what I mean? I'll take either rising or falling wedge. I'll take either one. But no, I mean, it is a good start. We got some work to do. But, as always, like, this is the level we were looking for, man. It was the weekly to come down and bounce off this bull market support band, which so far so good. We got a long week to go, though, right? Just know it's only Tuesday. We still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Too many days. We got 5 days left. So we'll see where we close this weekly, but so far, nice reaction off this trend line and nice reaction off the bull market support band, but we still got some work to do, like we said. But good shit. We know, though, something's big. We've been talking about this, guys, but something big is happening behind the scenes. And I don't know if you guys saw the news today. You guys see the news today? Someone from BlackRock or Valkyrie basically was like leaking that they basically expect the BlackRock ETF to be approved within the next 4 to 6 months, which is cool, right? I don't know who the source is. I don't know who got the sources. I got the sources. Yeah, I got the sources. My sources tell me that BlackRock and Valkyrie ETFs will be approved within the next 4 to 6 months. My sources tell me that Bitcoin's about to have its most explosive move in history. Okay, so strap on, guys. Okay, my sources are never wrong. Okay, I always know my sources. Oh, screw your sauces! Screw your freaking sauces! What do you got? Sweet and sour, buffalo, ranch? Screw your sauces! Oh man, but there's someone with some sauces, man. So there is some stuff going on, but like we've been talking about, not just like in the news and shit. But we also have Bitcoin that we've been sort of saying this. Bitcoin's weekly Bollinger Bands are the tightest that they have ever been, right? Which screams that the next move will be a big move. It will not be a small move. If you're a bull, you obviously want it to be a big upside move. You bear, big downside move. I think what I looked back and I looked at the Bollinger Bands. What I've noticed about the Bollinger Bands is when you're above that midline and it gets tight, a lot of times you break to the upside. When you're below the midline and it gets tight, a lot of times you break to the downside, right? We've looked at over here back in 2020 of these getting tight and you were above, obviously got an upside move. We looked at back in 2018 when they were getting tight, you were below the mid-level, you got a downside move. And we've also looked at a couple times back here in 2016 where you were above the mid-level, getting tight, upside move, right? Above the mid-level, tight, upside move. Right? So I still remain with the fact that I think we're going higher, guys. And I've sort of haven't deviated that from all year, despite the bears yelling at me all freaking year that we're going lower, right? And that just hasn't been the case. You can get short-term pullbacks, but the macro trend is still up, right? So weekly, screaming big move. When does it happen? Could happen a month from now, 2 months from now, could happen tomorrow. I don't freaking know. But that's what we got. Drew said it's our 2-year memberversary. Drew, you know what we need for that, brother.
Happy and clapping.
Vitalik is the second best. Satoshi is the best. Chipotle is the best food. Guys, Maj likes Qdoba better than Chipotle. No, she changed her mind. I want to see what you guys said. I had Chipotle for dinner today, guys. Okay? Chipotle is the best. If you ever want something to eat, Chipotle is the best. Why is Chipotle the best? You can get a giant bowl and not be full. Or you be full, but you don't feel like shit. Like right now, I am so full, but I feel like energized. I feel like I have vitamins in me. It's like different than eating like a pizza. You know what I'm saying? When you eat a pizza, you feel like shit. When you eat a big Chipotle bowl, man, I feel like I can run up a mountain right now, even though I'm full. Now, not all of us are like that. Some of us feel like bowling balls when we eat Chipotle. And we can't walk fast. Like this one over here. I had Panda. Oh, Drew had Panda. Oh, man. Panda's, it's fine. It's fine. I have changed my mind on Panda a little bit. I think Panda used to be better. I feel like they've gone downhill a little bit. Their rice is always hard and plasticky. Man, I don't know, man. I feel like Panda's gone downhill. Now, Horse Guy. Jonathan, what food are you talking about? What is Chipotle? What is Chipotle? Well, Panda Express. Do you pet pandas there? Or what is it? Do you pet pandas or eat them? Oh, you eat Chinese food? I don't like that. I only like hare. Hare is the only food I eat. Oh, man. Panda's nasty. Panda's gone downhill, I will say. Panda's gone downhill, just slightly. All right. Anyways, enough food talk. So, weekly Bollinger Bands tightest they've ever been on the Bitcoin chart. And also, we've talked about Bitcoin's historical volatility. Let's see. Bitcoin's historical volatility, which is... Oh, come on. Which also, on the 2-week chart, so not just the weekly, but the 2-week chart as well, in the higher time frame, is also at where you've only been there twice, right? December 2012, which was right here. Bitcoin was being kind of boring, kind of like it is now. It went sideways for like 6 months right here. Volatility got super low. Boom, upside move. Right here, 2016, right? This was during a kind of a boring period as well. Volatility super low, upside move, right? So here we are. Once again, Bitcoin is in an uptrend. We can argue that all we want. We can say Bitcoin's in a downtrend. It's not, okay? Bitcoin in an uptrend, like it was here, and like it was here, right? Volatility getting super low, right here. And historically, right, over the course of the next couple 2-week candles, once again, it could be multiple, this has broken to the upside. So once again, it's about patience during a time like this. Don't let the bears get to you in the short-term time frames, man. They love to try to convince you that you're bearish because of a 4-hour chart. You know what I'm saying? Stay zoomed out. Stop looking at the 1-hour time frame and flipping bias every day, okay? And just chill out, right? I mean, honestly, I haven't really been looking at charts too much. And honestly, it's been way better, right? Because quite honestly, nothing's really changed. And quite honestly, whatever the price action is, I'm just looking to stack over the next 6 months, as I've been saying. So NASDAQ still pulling back. So stocks are still pulling back. Interesting. You kind of close the day dumping. Once again, it's kind of similar to yesterday. You dumped during the day, got bought back up at the end. So stocks are still going down and Bitcoin bounces. It's weird. So Bitcoin bounced today, stocks went down. It seems like this is kind of the theme. It's like when stocks are doing well, Bitcoin doesn't move. When stocks aren't doing well, Bitcoin moves. It seems to be the theme for whatever reason. But yeah, stocks still pulling back a little bit. Dollar still moving up. Though not, it's kind of going sideways since, for the last 2 weeks. But dollar still kind of holding there. Ethereum, We'll talk about Ethereum in a second. Let me see what the homies are saying in the chat, man. Sierra said, smash the like on the way in. What's up, fam? Sierra, what's going on, buddy? It's always good to see you. When I see Sierra pop in, I'm like, bruh. You know, there's some good times when Sierra's in here. Verhoofty. Darren said that the 30-minute chart is fun. The 30-minute chart is pretty fun, man. It's pretty nice. It's pretty freaking nice. Despite the game, I think Horse Guy pronounces words better than Jordan. He does, man. I'm so bad at pronouncing words. What's the word that I suck at? I can't say... What's the word I said wrong last time? I'm horrible at saying words, man. Horrible at saying words. Let's see. Socks, yes. Wayne said, I'll stop stacking over 30K. I'm already neck deep. Wayne's already neck deep. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool. Like I said, I'm cool with my Bitcoin stash. I would like to add Bitcoin on dips. But kind of like how I've been saying during this like little sideways period for Bitcoin, it's like I would love to add some Bitcoin if we were to go lower. I just been saying like I don't think that we will go much lower. That's the thing. I would love to. I just don't think we are going to go much lower. Okay, so it's kind of a difference. Not that I wouldn't be opposed to it, because I got the patience to wait it out. But at the same time, I just don't think we're going to see it, in my personal opinion. But that's for another conversation. That's for another conversation. Wait, don't get me distracted, man. Hades. You know I'm saying Hades. I'm just going to say Hades, man. Listen, I don't have a degree in English. Okay? English was never my strong suit in school. Okay? I hate writing papers. I used to hate do public. Look at me now. I'm on live stream freaking talking in front of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I hated doing speeches. You know what I mean? Look at me now, boy. It's like that Chris Brown song. Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh. Right? Now I'm over here doing a friggin' live stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, dude. I used to be that, I still kind of am, though. But I told you guys, I'm an introvert at heart, man. But I think you'd be surprised that most people that like get up in front of a camera are mostly introverts. They're mostly introverts because we're the ones that like are gonna have the time to do this or are gonna want to do this, versus an extrovert wants to go out and socialize and talk to people. The extroverts aren't the nerds. The nerds over here. You know what I mean? Like, we're the nerds, man. I would think that like 90% of people in here are introverts, right? Extroverts don't give a shit about crypto. They do at the highs. That's just how it is. I'm firing this joint. Verhoopty! Nice, man. Nice, dude. But, yeah, Ethereum. Coming back to Ethereum. Still, I'm zooming out, guys. We'll look at some short-term charts, but once again, ETH, higher lows, same resistance to the top side. Where did ETH find a bounce today? Found a bounce. Right, if we line this up, this is like sort of a weird trend line, but you get the point. We also did find a bounce off this trend line as well for Ethereum. So in the same week that Bitcoin finds a bounce off its trend line, you also get ETH right out of its trend line, finding a nice, decent bounce, right? Which also happens to be at the bull market support band, right, for some confluence. So same kind of deal here, just higher lows, right? On every single one of these dips, Ethereum's going significantly lower every single time. According to Twitter and YouTube, but higher lows, same top side, right? Which equals an ascending triangle, which these break up to the upside more than they break to the downside. Doesn't mean it can't break to the downside. Don't get me wrong, but if I'm going based off Bitcoin and I guess Ethereum too, you know, this is typically a accumulation structure here. So once again, it's like same thing on Bitcoin and ETH. It's like we need to get back above like 1900 on some type of weekly close, and then we're back into the 2021 range. So same thing on ETH, just patience, right? There's not too much going on. Like you look at this chart and it's like, oh my God, the sky is falling. Nothing's happened since April. So that's Ethereum. Not too much going on. Let me see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's still at 29,798, guys. So you know what we need to do, fellas. Come on, boys.
Strap up. We're going to
Why do I
the
smell
moon.
burps? Oh, it's because the fridge. Guys, I made this
Not
nasty.
the fridge, it's your food.
Oh, yeah. I made this nasty food, by the way. Well, it tastes good. It's like this chicken with it's simple, chicken pasta sauce with some garlic. But man, every time I made like a big pot of it, or not a big pot, a big container of it. Or for me, it's not really big. It's like two meals. But every time we open the fridge, it smells like burps, man. It's you know when someone eats like a very garlicky meal, and then they burp. Like that's what it smells like every time we open the fridge. But you know, it tastes good. You know, it might make me gag a little bit whenever I open the box, but that's what it smells like every time we open the damn fridge. Chicken a la poop. That's like one of the worst smells, is a garlicky burp. And yeah, that's what it smells like over here. Dan said, I'm sorry. I think she kind of likes it. I think she secretly likes it. She's a... She likes garlic, so she likes garlic burps, apparently. Which is kind of weird. But it's okay. Let's go check Total 3. Let's have a little fun on Total 3, fellas. Psycho Pearl said, there goes your bull run. Psycho Pearl, stop trolling me, man. You know what I mean? I know you're a bull. You haven't tricked me at this point, man. You know what I mean? You haven't really tricked me, man. You know? Like, I don't fall for your tricks anymore, Psycho Pearl. Okay? You see that little Joker face on your icon? That's how I know you're trolling me, man. You know? And you can't troll me, man. All right. Total 3. But shout out to Psycho Pearl, man. He's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Oh. There we go. Little Mario jump for you. Total 3. Little bounce today on the weekly. Nothing crazy. We're kind of just holding that June low back from over here. But same thing, right? Just holding the lows, man. This is what we want to do for the next few months, is the altcoin market. Like, we might not shoot up like this. We could. I mean, if something bullish happens news-wise, we certainly could. I wouldn't rule that out. But also, if we just kind of stay down here, that's also cool. That's part of the plan. And I'm kind of hoping, like I said, I'm kind of being a little bit greedy here, but I kind of hope for like the next 6 months we kind of stay in this zone, right in here. But I honestly, like, I want that to happen. I don't know if it will. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, like, you don't always get what you want. I would prefer the altcoin market to stay low for a little bit longer, but I don't know if it will. So altcoin market in general just kind of staying down there, which is cool. We just want to keep making higher lows, which we have at this point. Individual altcoins. SHIB's up a little bit today. Look at SHIB, man. Remember when I was getting hate for SHIB? Yeah, me too. No, SHIB's still doing pretty well. He got a decent bounce today, up about another 6% on SHIB today, after a pretty big pullback yesterday. But man,
strap up, we're going to the moon.
Don't fade the Wyckoff, man. People keep, every time I bring one of these charts up, it doesn't matter what coin it is, people don't believe it. And they seem to play out most of the time. Not all the time. So there's been a couple, I mean, I think there's only been one. Ethereum Classic's the only one that hasn't really played out, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Ethereum Classic is a bitch. You know? But no, shit, man. I mean, it's playing out pretty well. Obviously, if you bought it on the reclaim here, now you got a nice cushion in there for a SHIB hold. So I got my little SHIB bag on the reclaim right in these candles here. And, you know, now we're up a pretty decent amount on that. So SHIB also in the Wyckoff, as we've talked about many of them. We talked about SHIB. We've talked about Chainlink. We've talked about Uniswap, which these are all ones that are above their bull market support bands, right? We've talked about XRP. A lot of them have played out, right? So the key is we want to be looking for the ones that haven't played out yet. Don't FOMO into the ones that already have, because you're just playing the fool's game, man. You're playing the fool's game. Find the ones that haven't broke out. And there's plenty of them. Like anyone we haven't talked about. You know, so that's that, right? Not too many big movers today. Uniswap's up some, SHIB. But most of the market's up like 1-2%. Nothing crazy today. HBAR's up 10. HBAR had a nice day. HBAR moving up nicely from that low. Yeah, man, if you picked up some HBAR at that double low right there, you're sitting pretty nice on that one. Pepe, a little bit of a bounce. FTT, a little bit of a bounce. Oh, man, are they not going to get to my box on FTT? Come on, bro. I want to pick up some FTT at this box, dude. Come on, man. They're not gonna let me get it, are they? They're not gonna let me get that third low on FTT, are they? Yeah, they may. They still might. You know. But FTT, I want to pick up down here. FTT is more of a little bit of a hunch play. If I miss out on it, that's cool. But I want to pick it up down here at like 70 cents. Stacks. Whenever Bitcoin does well, Stacks seems to do pretty well. So Stacks is an interesting play if you think Bitcoin dominance is going to go up. Seems to be the case. When Bitcoin dominance goes up, Stacks goes up. Other than that, now we're keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Let's zoom in on Bitcoin for the rest of the daily close.
Strap up. We're
Let's
going
do
to the
this,
moon.
baby. We might need to wake up Asia for the first time in a while. Let's wake up Asia. Shit. Let's wake up Asia, fellas. Give me the sushis. Hold up. Give me the sushis in the chat. Give me the sushi. I love sushi. I love sushi. Oh, you guys can't hear the music. XLM too. Nice, Liam. Liam caught XLM. XLM just follows XRP for the most part. Give me the sushi! We must wake them up there in Asia. Yo! Shout out to the homies in the chat, man. Oh, I got rid of the background somehow. Yo, we got rid of the background. This is way better. Let's go, man. Let's go. We gotta wake up to Asia. They're in the Asia market, fellas. We got people going nuts. They don't even know what's about to happen out there. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what's about to happen outside right now. John said sushi is trash. John. All right, let's do a poll for John. We got to do a poll for John. Do you like sushi? Very simple question. Yes or no, do you like sushi? This is for John. John said sushi is trash. I will disagree, man. I think sushi's really, really good. Sushi's good, man. Never had sushi other than grocery store sushi. Grocery store sushi doesn't count. Grocery store sushi a lot of time is like hard, and it's not the same as getting it from like an actual sushi restaurant. It's way different, man. Fahid said, why y'all making me want to eat sushi right now? Fahid! That's because people who are good at chess eat sushi. Don't you know this? Come on, man. Don't you freaking know this? Lord! Question is, Jordan, do you like Sushi Swap? Sushi Swap. It's a swap. Solo's actually having a good day today, too. By the way. Sushi Swap is a swap. I prefer Uniswap, man. You know me, man. I'm Team ETH. Okay? I'm Team ETH, bro. Give me Uniswap all day. You know? But yeah. Sushi Swap is fine, I guess. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing too crazy about Sushi Swap. Anything like with DeFi, like I know people, like a lot of people are going away from DeFi. I'm bullish on the DeFi shit. You know? And what I mean by DeFi is like your swaps, right? So your decentralized swaps, and your decentralized exchanges, like where people can trade on, like your DYDX or your GMX or your Woos. There's a lot of new ones that are coming out too, which look pretty cool. I even like I don't know if you guys seen the crypto gambling platforms. Now, obviously, I think leverage trading is gambling enough. I wouldn't be doing those. I ain't touching those. But as far as investing, I am. I know people love to gamble. Some of those gambling altcoins are interesting plays, I think, too. Right? I think that you got Rollbit. There's a new one that just came out too. That's kind of like Rollbit. But I think those will be big when the bull run comes on, because you always got to be bullish on people's greed. You know what I'm saying? If there's easy money being made, people will be gambling with stupid leverage and stupid gambles. That's just the way it is. That's the way humans work. So I am bullish on those, man. But yeah, we'll see. Michael said 50% of have mites living on their face. Yeah. Mites. The mites. All right, now we can watch Bitcoin. I mean, we need, like I said, like Bitcoin's kind of the star of the show today, as we wait to see if ultimately the trend line of hopium ends up being a nice little bouncy bounce. Let's see. I love stupid gambles. Bath, you know what I'm talking about, man. You gotta always be bullish on human greed. You know what I mean? Anything that supports human greed is bullish. Why do you think casinos make so much money, even though people know casinos always win? You know what I mean? It's like casinos are funny, man. It's like people go to the casino every damn day when they still know that the house always wins. It doesn't make any sense. People still buy lottery tickets, even though they know the house always wins. You know, scratch tickets, even though they know the house always wins. You know, you always got to be bullish on human greed. It's never going to go away. It's built into our biology, right? It's always going to be that way. It's about time we pump. Dan said because they're so close to making it. My favorite thing with the scratch tickets is when someone spends like 5 years trying to win on a scratch ticket, right? So every day they go to buy a scratch ticket, right? Maybe they spend $10 per day. So they end up spending like $5,000 on scratch tickets over the course of like, let's say 10 years, right? Oh, it'll probably be like 5 years. They ended up spending like $5,000 over the course of 5 years. And then they basically let's say they're down $4,000, right? And then after that 5 years, they win $500. And it's like they won the lottery. They won $500. But in reality, they're still down $3,500. You know what I mean? Like that. I used to work at in college, I worked at a gas station when we sold lottery tickets, right? And there would be these people that went in there every day, and I know they were losing so much money. I know they were, because some of these people were spending hundreds of dollars a day on scratch tickets. And then one day they win 100 or 500, and they'd be like, yes, whoa! It's like, dude, you were just here last week and you spent $2,000. Like, you didn't win shit. It's like, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. You know? And maybe some of you guys are into the scratch ticket game, and that's cool, man. If you do it as for fun, that's cool. But if you do that to make profit, you ain't gonna profit off that shit. You know what I mean? But also, people that go to casinos don't know how to do math. Yeah, there's no wrong with going to casino for fun. Like, if you're just going like for a fun weekend, and like, I like to play blackjack for fun. I'm not going to play it because I think I'm a pro and I'm going to make money. No, I go and play assuming that I'm going to lose what I play with. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. If you do that stuff for fun, that's cool, man. But man, it's like, dude, don't forget to invest. True. Buy the ticket. Let's go. If you pray, meet them halfway. What are you guys talking about in there? Drew said my uncle does that. Drew, you got to tell your uncle, bro. All the money he buys with scratch tickets, bro. From now on, you need to like tell him, dude. And it doesn't even have to be crypto. Any asset class. If he just invested all the money he put into scratch tickets, you know what I mean? Over his lifetime, he'd probably be a millionaire. You know? It is what it is. Mr. Miles said, someone once made me understand why people gamble. They could spend $200 a bar and have 0 chance of a return, or spend 200 gambling and have some chance of a return. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true, man. I think gambling comes from wanting to win quick and not having patience to win.
Yeah, every time they buy, they think they don't
Yeah,
buy.
exactly. Like the people, like I say, the people who gamble a lot. Like I said, if you do it for fun, that's cool. But people who gamble a lot and it's like this like addiction, or they just can't stop. It's because the next win's gonna be the win, right? The next win's gonna be the big one every time, and they don't want to wait. Right, so they don't want to take the time to learn to, I don't know, just like like I said, it doesn't even have to be crypto. Maybe like invest in the stock market, or invest in crypto, or do whatever to make like the slow gain over time. It's more of like you want that quick money, which I mean it's kind of crypto too, but the crypto at least it's a market, so you can at least try to time it a little bit. When it's low, you buy. When it's high, you sell. It's not like scratch tickets. It's like you're just randomly doing it, you know? But anyways, that's besides the point. The other ones who FOMO BTC at the highs. Yeah, you do need those people. So, like, you need those people, man. I mean, it is what it is. You need those kind of people. We've all been those people, man. Listen, we've all been there before. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Bitcoin's still just hugging the same level it was in the beginning of the stream. Roulette is easy money. Drew said, can we look at Canadian Bitcoin for fun? Freaking KDA, man. Let's look at KDA Bitcoin. One of the best charts in the game right here. Oh, man. This thing is brutal, dude. Holy guacamole. Frank Fractal, thank God. Thank God you became a Bitcoin maxi, man. Lord. KDA BTC, rest in peace, man. I don't think most of them don't even look this bad. Like some of them are in a daft trip, but not like this. Man, that's brutal. Might as well just freaking short KDA BTC. You know what I mean? Short the altcoin pair. Even when Bitcoin doesn't move, KDA dumps. You know what I mean? Let's see. What else can we talk about, man? We got CPI's coming up in 2 days. Which, whatever, man. I mean, CPI. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, whatever. You know, it depends. As always, you know. John, we're talking about CPI again? It doesn't matter, bro. We've had like 8 of these this year. Has Bitcoin go up on every single one? Yes. All right. Enough with the CPI talk, man. It's bullshit. They made up numbers anyways. Fairy tale dust. There's going to be no volume on Bitcoin anyway. Bearish or bull. It's a crab market. Get over it. Thanks, Mike. We need some optimism, all right, Mike? Shit, no pun intended. But we got expected CPI 3.3, which is the last one's 3. So the market thinks that actually inflation is going to be going up. Now, we've talked about how in trueflation doesn't show the same story. So this is the first time going into a CPI in a while. Then I don't really know how it's going to work out because market thinks 3.3. Trueflation shows that you've kind of, I mean, basically in June, you were at like 2.7, 2.6, 2.5. And then basically throughout July, you've been at like 2.2, 2.1, 2.4, 2.5. So I guess I don't know. It probably depends on what day they pull the data from, whether it's the same or more or less. But yeah, it'll be interesting, man. I honestly, this is the first one where I have no idea what's going to happen. Zero idea. I'll tell you this. If it comes in lower than 3, the market is going to go nuts to the upside. If it comes in higher than expected, I don't really know how the market will react to that because it's already expected it's going to be higher. So I don't know how the market's going to react to that. So I'm just going into it Thursday. I don't freaking know. And we'll see what the market does. But that's also another something else that could help push Bitcoin up or down, depending on what happens. But that's like only the big economic thing this week. Other than that, you know, as always we have to say, man, Dad, why don't we have any Bitcoin? I sold all the BlackRock at 28K. And as always, as we always like to know, even at McDonald's shift, during the crab market, okay, I know that if that was my dad on the screen right there, and he didn't buy any Bitcoin, I know little Jordan back then would have been saying, Daddy, why didn't you buy any Bitcoin? No, I'll sell my Xbox, Daddy. Sell my Xbox. Buy Bitcoin back, Daddy. You sold it. What an idiot. I didn't call you an idiot, Dad. Dad. Oh, man. I would have got a big spanking back in the day. Man, actually, I probably should go into that. I would have got a big spanking back in the day, you know. Looking back at it, I'm happy my parents gave me spankings, you know. I'm happy they did. You know, because, man, the kids nowadays don't listen. All right, let's see. I see young Jordan doing an Xbox gaming stream. Oh, yeah, nowadays I totally did. I had a Call of Duty channel when I was a kid. It got suspended because I was doing like that sub for sub thing that you used to be able to do on YouTube. Basically, you'd sub to someone else and then they would sub to you. And then YouTube deactivated my channel for doing that. So yeah, I used to have a Call of Duty channel. I used to play Modern Warfare 2. That was the shit, man. Those were good times, man. That was when I was like really young. I must have been like maybe 13, 14 maybe. Let's see. Channel canceled? Yeah, I can't say that now. You can't. Isn't it ridiculous what like you can and can't say now? Like back in the days, like giving a kid a spanking was normal. Teachers used to hit kids with rulers. You know what I mean? Now you can only go, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I always thought, like, what if your kid goes, no, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And they just keep doing the bad thing that they're doing. You know what I mean? Then you're not, okay, stop. You know what I mean? They're not going to give a shit. Man. That's why the world's going downhill, man. Let's see. I got the belt, not cool. Nice, dude. Yeah. How old are you? Blaze said Blaze is 22. I will say this. I'm between 20 and 30. I'm between 20 and 30. You could do your own guess. Okay? But I am in between 20 and 30. You know? All right. Anyways. Now we wait, man. That was a fun little day today. You know, we came back up to the top of the range. That was cool. Now I can reminisce of how I wish I had another Chipotle bowl. I would actually eat another one right now. I would nail another Chipotle bowl right now. No lie, man. Franco! Franco's coming in and telling people how old I am. Franco, come on, man. Franco's coming in here.
He's turning 30.
Oh!
Next
No!
month.
No! I'm on the younger side of that range. I'm on the younger side of that range, guys. Don't listen to the people in the chat and Maj. Okay? I am 21. Oh, Lord. So he said he must be 29 then. Yeah. I am, guys. I'm turning 30 soon. It's ridiculous, dude. That's okay, man. You know what I learned in life? The older you get, the smarter people think you are. It's true. It's just facts. If you're young, people don't look at you as smart. The older you get and the more gray hair you get, people just think you're smarter, which I completely disagree with, by the way. Completely disagree with that. Especially nowadays. I actually think younger people are smarter than older people. That's a good age shit skill. It is skill. It is, man. It is, dude. 30s are, the 30s are great, man. They say the prime for a man. The prime for a man is in his 40s. So I got plenty of time to go, guys. You know what I mean? I got plenty of time to go. Plenty of time. Starting to look like Mike? Yeah, dude, I want to look like Mike, man. You know what I mean? 3 decades. The prime for a man is in his 40s, guys. So I'm not even in my prime yet. I got 10 years to my prime, bro. You know who's in his prime right now? Mike. Yeah, I'm in my prime. Look at my wife. She's hot as shit. How do you think I got her? Mike, can you just say I'm hot? Okay, baby. Jordan's streaming. He's not going to hear the thumping upstairs. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. I'm going to rock your world, baby. Me and my 45-year-old bones. Yeah, Mike's in his prime, man. There we go. The physical prime is 28 to 35. But when you put in, I would say when you put in the combination of everything, when you put in physical, mental, and financial, when you put everything together, they say that the prime for a man is in his 40s. When you put everything together, which I guess it kind of makes sense. Makes sense. Let's see. Optimus is in his prime. He is. He is, man. He is. Look at Bitcoin, dude. Look at Bitcoin, man. I wonder how many shorts got absolutely decimated on this move up today. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Probably a lot of shorts got decimated on this move up today. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess it happens, man. So I've just been chilling in spot lately. This price action has just been absolutely whack. You know? That's why spot always wins, man. And then you can just chill and don't have to worry about anything. It's always better, man. Spot, 95, I would say 99% of people are better off just buying spot than trying to trade with leverage, man. Especially during this type of market. Leverage is good when you're in a trending market. So if you're in a trending uptrend and a full trending uptrend or a full trending downtrend, that's when leverage is powerful. But when you're in this type of market, you're just going to get freaking smacked. You know what I mean? You're going to get freaking smacked. Or it's just going to be pointless, you know? Because the moves are so small. But, yeah, man. This is what you got, bro. You got 4-hour moves and then nothing. For the most part. Make sure to stay happy as you age. True, Judge. True, man. Everyone has different ways to make themselves happy, right? I think people have different definitions of happiness. Some people just get happy talking to people. Some people get happy completing goals. Physical goals or financial goals or whatever. Some people are happy, I don't know, just doing a hobby. It kind of just depends on the person. The thing is, you got to find what makes you happy. I know what makes me happy is completing goals. Just because this, if you believe in the horoscope stuff and the logical stuff, I like completing goals and getting better. Try to get myself better every day. So in some type of way. That's what makes me happy. I don't like to be stagnant. I hate being stagnant. Some people are okay with being stagnant. I don't like that. Will Chainlink pull back? Let's go look at Chainlink. Chainlink. Will Chainlink pull back? Well, you gotta pull back for the last couple of weeks. You went to 850. You pulled all the way back to 693. Now you're getting a little move up. Let's see. I wouldn't say you're out of it. I mean, you still might get another move down. I don't think this is clear as day. You're out of the woods. Technically at resistance. We're surprised this pulls back one more time. Might not, though. It all depends on Bitcoin, right? We just don't know what Bitcoin's going to do right here. If Bitcoin breaks up, cool. You know, Chainlink's going up too, boys. And your favorite altcoin's going up too. But if we get rejected here at 30K again and it starts to drip, you know, I'd see the altcoins still just continue to just kind of do what they've been doing, which is nothing, you know? So, no, but Chainlink, you want to buy Chainlink at $7? I mean, it was at $7 yesterday. But, yeah, man. Thanks, man, Jordan. Thank you, Verhoofty. $10 waiting room. I love when Bath is bullish on Link. Let's go, man. Let's go, Bath. What do they call this? I want to do like a beaver call. Wake off! I'm trying to do a beaver call. I love that beaver meme, man. What do they call this? They call it the wake off! I like that beaver sitting on top of the freaking ledge, man. Here we go, dude. See, you see this? Yeah, man. I mean, if we're gonna follow this, which we have so far, pretty nicely actually. I think we're like right here. But I mean, if we follow this, we're looking for basically the breakthrough, and then you could consolidate right here for a little bit. And that's kind of like the retest of the range. You might consolidate here for a little bit, right? And then we kind of look for that further move up down the line. But if it's going to continue to play out like Wyckoff, this is probably... Like, you still could get a slight pullback, but like, if it's going to play out like Wyckoff, you see something like this. Something along these lines like this, you know? Which I think if the way I'm reading Bitcoin makes sense, that's what makes sense for Chainlink. If the way I'm reading Bitcoin is correct, which is bouncing off the bull market support band, bouncing off a trend line, and looking for Bitcoin to move up. Even if it's not a straight line up, even if it's like it moves up a little bit, maybe a back test again, it moves up, back test, and then before it eventually breaks up. You know, if Bitcoin does something like this, I think a move up for Chainlink like this makes sense too. It's just depends on daddy. Daddy. The little old Bitcoin daddy. Man. Knucklebuster, you're sounding like you're having fun in the chat today, man. You know what I mean? Like, I see you in the chat, man. It seems like you're having fun in there today. Dogsy said, should I Ethereum soon? Yeah, man, you already know I'm bullish on SHIB. I was told that SHIB was getting rejected right here. You know I gotta troll a little bit, man. I was told by multiple peeps that SHIB was getting rejected right here. Again, it was just kind of like the Chainlink one and the Bitcoin Cash one, and you know. But I was told SHIB was getting rejected right here. But yeah, here we are with SHIB, back above the bull market support band. It's the same chart as Link. It's literally the same chart as Chainlink, man. And the thing that gets me kind of bullish on SHIB, it's not just the chart, but it's also, you got Shibarium, which, okay, Shibarium. It's another project. We have a million projects to do the same thing. It's not really about the project. It's about people being hyped for it. That's what you got to understand about crypto. It's not really about the project. It's people getting hyped for the idea of the project. You know what I mean? So if they come out with like, Shibarium's coming out soon, you might see SHIB pump into that. You know? But yeah, man. You know I've been bullish on SHIB since here. You know what I'm saying? Bass said, Jordan, how many unique type of beans can you name? I can name let's see. Black bean, pinto bean, kidney bean. Isn't there a white bean too? I don't know. I think there's a white bean. I think that's all I know. What other beans are there? Bean? Yeah, that's all I know. I only know 3, possibly 4. I don't think white bean is a thing. White bean, pinto bean, and yeah, kidney bean. Go green bean. Thank you, Drew. Is green bean actually a bean though? Huh? Green bean. You know green bean. The green veggie.
That's different. It's not a bean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, white beans allowed. Is that what it's called though? A white bean? I think it's called something different, no? I don't know. Who knows? All I know is I like beans. In Chipotle today, I got the black beans. I either get the... No, I mean, they only have 2 types of beans. I was going to say, I only get the black beans or the pinto beans. You only get 2 options. Like, I usually switch off between those 2. I think I like the black beans like slightly better, though. The black beans are better than pinto beans. What's your guys' favorite bean? Oh, by the way, let's look at this poll. Do you like sushi? 60% say yes. Suck it, John. I'm actually shocked it's only 60% though. 40% of you guys don't like sushi? Or are you guys trolling me? Could be option. I never really know. Huh?
They probably didn't have good sushi.
Yeah, they had grocery store sushi. No other bean so important as the coffee bean. Yeah, but like, dude, coffee bean is different.
Bruh.
Peanut bean? No way a peanut is a bean.
Yeah, peanut is actually.
Okay, I'm asking Siri.
Oh my god. It's not good forever.
Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
is a peanut a bean?
Here's an answer from healthline.com. Despite their name, peanuts are unrelated to tree nuts. As a legume, they're related to beans, lentils, and soy.
What the hell? It is related to a bean. It's related to a bean. I don't know if it is a bean. It's a legume. A legume. Legume. I don't know. But it's related to a bean. I don't know if it's actually a bean. But close enough. I'll give you credit. Let's see. It's the daily close.
The daily close.
There we go. It's the daily close, fellas. Solid daily. I would have liked to close a little bit high. Oh, we still got two more minutes actually. I would have liked to close a little bit higher on this, but all in all, not bad. I don't. I would have liked not to have like a nice little wick on the top of this, but it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, when it all comes to worst, it's not the end of the world. But no, solid day, man. Solid reaction off the trend line. Spot buyers actually came in today. It wasn't just like long traders coming in. It was people buying spot, which was good. Like that's always what you want to see. You don't want to move up just because people are leveraging up. You want to see it's people actually just buying Bitcoin, right? So that was a good sign today. And then obviously the ETF rumors are heating up again. I know ARK has their deadline on Friday. I don't think anything happens this week. I wouldn't get your hopes up for that. Friday, I think, is the first ARK ETF deadline. I would say there's probably a 5% chance that anything positive comes from that. You know what I mean? They probably just get pushed back. Excuse me. They probably just get their deadline pushed back. The SEC will just drag this out as long as they possibly can, which I think the last deadlines are March of next year, which right before the halving, which is kind of funny how it all kind of plays out. It's about 7 months from now is the final deadline. I doubt anything happens this week. If it does, cool. If it does, I mean, let's go. That's awesome. But I think banking on that, I don't think anything happens this week. Cool beans. It's the daily close.
Daily close.
I love beans. I love beans. Beans. Should we just start talking about beans? And then people who come into the stream would be like, everyone in the chat just talk about beans. And then I just talk about beans. And everyone who comes into new in the stream is just going to be like, why is everyone talking about beans, bro? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here? Did Jordan change his channel to the bean channel? And I will go, yes, I did change my bean to the bean channel, man. Beans. Yeah, man, I love beans. Pinto beans, kidney beans. Beans. Wait, what the heck? Why am I lagging, bro? Why am I lagging on Maj's TV? What the frick? Oh, I'm not lagging on my little preview here, though. On my little screen, we ain't lagging. But over there, we lagging. Am I lagging for you guys? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know. Jordan, a.k.a. Mr. Bean. I am Mr. Bean, man. Mr. Bean. Maybe I should just be Mr. Bean.
You don't know Mr. Bean. You've never watched Mr. Bean.
True. I'm good? Oh, thank you, Brett. Not lagging? Interesting. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for not trolling me. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys for not trolling me. So usually you guys will be like, yeah, bro, you're lagging. You know? You guys are nice today. You guys are always nice. Not always, though. Some of you guys are nice. John said muted, too. Oh, Lord. I think the weekly looks good. Let's go look at the monthly real quick. I'm just curious. What is the monthly looking like? Let's go to the monthly. Look at that monthly volatility. Man. Not too much going on in this monthly that is of note at the moment. So, yep, not too much going on. I thought they would be a little bigger then, but I guess it's only 8 days into the month. You just started lagging? Shit, man. Well, since I'm lagging, I guess no one's going to hear this. Here we go. All right, good thing no one heard that. I was holding that the whole stream, man. I was holding that the whole damn stream. Man. All right, come on, BTC. What is this shit? What's the dollar? Dollar's down. Stock futures are down. And Bitcoin is up. You guys notice? I don't know why it's like this now. Like, Bitcoin is just completely decorrelated from the stock market, man. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't give a shit what stocks do now. Ever since that banking crisis, ever since the banking crisis dip down here, it's been that, like, okay, Bitcoin moves up and stocks move down. And then during this time, stocks are moving up, Bitcoin moving down. And then I think even stocks got a pullback right here. Bitcoin shot up. Stocks were moving up again. You know what I mean? And then now this week so far, right? Stocks are still getting a pullback. Bitcoin's moving up. It's all so tiresome, man. Remember when they were both did the same thing? Man. It's just the correlation's definitely not the same as it used to be. It used to be like almost 1-to-1. Like, you're moving up when the stock market moves up. You're moving down when the stock market moves down. Now it's just it's not as crazy, bro. BGC is not a stock. It is not a stock, but it typically moves with the S&P. But it ain't a stock. Now, because now you got the stock, the crypto stocks. Now you got Coinbase. I feel like Coinbase is just like the Bitcoin stock proxy, you know. MicroStrategy's too. Let's see. Thanks, Satoshi Love. Only listening to you is all fun. You have to start. No, I'm not starting a comedy show. The thing is, like, if I'm forced to do that on purpose, I'm not going to enjoy it. I just like to come on, you know, some days I'm more mellow, some days I'm more hype. It kind of just depends. That's why I like kind of just doing what I'm feeling that day, you know? But yeah, dude, I starting a comedy show, like, I don't know, man. Like where you're coming on with pre-planned jokes and you're like basically horse guy's reading off a script. Hey guys, I FOMO'd into Bitcoin today. Wait, I forgot my line. Hold on. Oh, yes, I FOMO'd into Bitcoin today. I am horse guy. I lost a lot of money. You know, like reading off a script. We can't be doing that, man. Oh, all right. Well, let's see how altcoin's doing anything. H-bar continuing up, which is nice. Other than that, I mean, we started this 5 minutes ago, so I'm not expecting too much. Stop, this is me. Frank Fractal, you're not a horse guy anymore, man. You're a Bitcoin maxi now, I thought. Oh, now he's DAG? Frank, how many times do you change your whole coin? This dude went from Cadena to EGLD to a Bitcoin maxi, then to DAG. Oh, Lord, dude. Frank Fractal, I really hope that this is the one, man. Let me look at DAG for you, bro. Let me look at DAG for Frank Fractal, man. Constellation, let's see. This is the one, Frank? This is the one. I see why you like it. You know, I see why. I see the thought in here, right? I somewhat see the thought in here. And then I think we talked about this before. There was like kind of like a little wedge. You kind of broke out of the wedge. But man, you got the momentum kind of stopped there. I think it was because Bitcoin, though. Momentum kind of stopped. But hey, I hope this is the one, man. I hope this is the one that does 100x for you. And we meet on the moon, man. But, yeah, dude. I see the thought process with it, though. He's a coin behind. He's a coin behind. Oh, Lord. 5 months of sideways? Yeah, dude, it's been a lot of sideways. Like, you don't even notice it. Holy shit! We got a news channel popping up over here. Daddy! Daddy! Daddy Bath! Oh, Miles, I'll look at Cospa for you, man. Miles loves Cospa, bro. Which I completely understand why. It's been going nuts. Let's look at Cospa. So Cospa, we did know that we broke the highs. Ben sold it today. Wait, what? He sold it today?
Yeah. I think he lost like $100 in
Oh, yeah, because he bought it right here.
that. He made money, but he did something that he lost money when he was doing a trade.
What the frick? Anyways, you broke the high, pulled back the last couple of days. So it looks like you want to test it. It probably makes sense to test this high, or at least test these highs. Right? Let's come down and test these highs. I mean, this one's been a freaking beast. So for it to pull back, like, maybe it does. I mean, this one's just strong as shit. Like, whenever you think this one gets rejected, it just keeps going. So, but, I mean, what would make sense is testing this. Depends. I mean, like, to me, this one really hasn't cared what Bitcoin's done. So, like, this one I can't really say, okay, Bitcoin pulled back, whatever. But typically when you break something like this, I would look for a test of that breakout right there. You know? But like I've said it, man, this has been like the chain link of this bear market as a coin that has just continued up. It doesn't matter what Bitcoin's doing. It just has continued up the whole bear market. It's been crazy, man. There's usually always that one crypto that like just, it's not in a bear market. It's just always in a bull market. This has been the one. Which, is good because what happens when this one gets into a actual bull? Then it could get a little interesting, right? But yeah, I mean, Casa is one that I still need to do some more research on. I just haven't done research because it's always pumping, and I want to buy stuff that's low. But at the same time, if this one maybe retests here, I might look at it. If it retests, who knows though? It's just been strong as shit. You know what I mean? Like, so there's these ones that just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. It's like since June, Bitcoin's been struggling, but this one has just gone up. You know, it's the way the cookie crumbles for sometimes. You know. Cos hack coming soon. Oh Lord, I don't want any coin to get hacked, man. No coin will get hacked. Well, let's hope for no more hacks, man. You know, we've had enough hacks in the last 2 years. Enough hacks, scams, projects and companies using customer funds to freaking gamble away. We've had enough of that shit. Okay. I don't think we need any more of that shit. I'm exhausted about what I'll say about crypto, man, is like during the bear market, it is a nasty place, man. Especially if you go on crypto Twitter, bro. It's just people shilling shit, exit liquidity, companies rugging. Crypto is not a nice place during the bear market. You know what I mean? In the bull market, everyone loves each other. Everyone loves each other. Everyone's friends, right? Except the bears that are just pissed off because they were a bear for too long. It is what it is. But during the bear market, crypto ain't a nice place, man. I'll say that. Next bear market, I plan on really, during the bear market, not really spending any time during crypto. Because at this point, if the cycle does the same thing that it has, I'm going to go into the next cycle with the same plan that I did this time. And during that year-long downtrend, I probably will be doing live streams maybe 2 or 3 times a week during that time, just because I know it's going to be pointless. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. It just seems when an altcoin gets a massive run up, it gets hacked. That is true. Miles said, ask me anything about COS in the Discord when you want to research it. Miles, I'll definitely hit you up, man. I'll definitely hit you up, man. Like, this is, like I told you, this year, I've been doing a lot of research on different cryptos, man. I have like all the low caps that I like at this point, but I have some room for. I told myself, Jordan, right, we ain't doing more than 10 cryptos. Just consolidate 10 big bags of 10 cryptos. It's not going to be that way. But by the end of the point that I'm done accumulating, I'm probably going to be owning like 30 cryptos. Just because there's always another one that I kind of like, you know. It's always hard to keep it in, to only keep it to a few. Just because every week I feel like I find a new one that's like, oh, I like this one, man. I like this one, man. It fits the narrative that I like. It's got some volume coming in. There's always another one on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko that you find that you like, you know? SPX to new highs by year end. Beth, I love you, man. Beth, Drew, I'll hit you up, man. Drew, if Drew, if you want to talk to me, just send me a DM, man. Beth said SPX to new highs by year end. Beth, if you're not being a troll, I love when we're on the same page, man. I honestly, I think, in my opinion, I think year end is actually a little bit late. In my opinion, okay, we go to the SPX. SPX been pulling back the last 2 weeks. I mean, whatever. My favorite thing is when you get a little bit of a pullback and it's like the end of the world. It's like the end of the world. Oh my God, we got one red week. I actually believe, like, I don't know. In my opinion, I think SPX, I mean, just going based off the trajectory that we have, like, even if we get even a bigger pullback, I think we could be looking at hitting all-time high by October. I don't think that's terribly unrealistic at all. We need CPI to stay low. Like if inflation can stay down and not go up, basically all we need is inflation not to go back up. Like if inflation stays like 3 or kind of even just stays at 3 or goes lower, I think we'll see S&P hit all-time highs by October. I would not be shocked. And then that's usually when Bitcoin gets a big run. As when the S&P gets to all-time highs, Bitcoin starts to catch a bid. Because then people are feeling a little bit greedy and euphoric. And they'll go into a little bit more risky assets. You know? But I don't think that's terribly unrealistic. Let's go. Exactly, Beth. Exactly. We've talked about this so many times. It's just like, when does Bitcoin go on its big runs? Here? Right? So the 2020 run, when did Bitcoin start mooning? Right when the S&P hit all-time highs. Right here in August of 2020. Right here from the COVID dump. In the 2016 bull run, when did Bitcoin start mooning? Right here. Right? Right when the S&P hit all-time highs in late July of 2016. That's when Bitcoin started mooning. Right? And I actually don't even know about the other one. We could probably look. I'm curious. Now I'm a little bit curious. If we took, when did Bitcoin start mooning back here? When did Bitcoin start mooning, man? Let's see. I'm just curious because we've always looked at the last two. I'm curious about this one back here. Bitcoin started really moving up. I guess we can say this boring time period, and then we started to move up. We can call it like July of 2012. What was the S&P doing back then? July of 2012. Yeah, I mean, I guess we were kind of fighting with all-time highs here. Like right here. We kind of came up, we got rejected, and then Bitcoin really started moving like here. I guess it's kind of a similar thing. In a slight way. You know, but yeah, man, just gotta say, all this year just sitting on my hands, dude. Sitting on my hands and, you know, trying not to fart on them. You know what I mean? Like, sitting on the hands, don't fart on them. Yo, Drew, is a light particle or a wave? Is a light a particle or a wave? Is a light a particle or a wave? It's a wave. I know that. Come on. Like I know I'm Albert Einstein, but come on. You could just overlay the charts. I could, Dan. I could do that. I could overlay the charts. But we've done that in the past.
Actually, no, that's a tricky question.
What?
Because if they are being observed,
Yeah.
then they sometimes act like particles.
Yeah.
Light will act like a particle, and sometimes will act like a wave. when it's
Exactly.
observed.
You're so smart.
No,
You're a scientist. Thank God. I'm the computer nerd. You know, I'm not the scientist. It's both? Oh shit.
That's what I said.
Drew, you asked Siri, didn't you? You asked Siri. I could have just asked Siri. See, now the thing is, like, if you don't know something, you could just go, hold on 1 second. Hey Siri. Is light a particle or a wave?
Here's what I found from ukessays.com. Light is an electromagnetic wave as it travels through a vacuum of outer space to transfer its energy from one location to another.
That was a horrible answer. That didn't answer my question at all. But yeah, you can ask Siri. You know what we need? We need, they probably already have it though. We need the chat GPT that you can just like ask from your iPhone without like having to go to the website. That would be clutch. That would be clutch, man. That's the thing nowadays. Nowadays, as long as you got a computer in front of you, you're a genius on every subject. You know? That's the thing. Like, it's like sometimes we forget how lucky we are. Like back in the days, in order to learn anything or figure anything out, you either had to have someone teach you, or you had to go to the library and read a book. And we all know how reading books is for learning. Not very good. Now, you can get a fully, interactive video for free on YouTube. And then if you have any further questions, you can just Google shit. Now you got ChatGPT. You can ask it literally any question, and it can customize the answer for you in any type of way you can ask for it. Like, nowadays, there is no excuse not to know. Like, there's never like, oh, I don't have the time to learn this. Please, come on. You can search anything and just learn it instantly. There's no excuse now not to like learn something. That's like, we forget how lucky we are. It's a blessing and a curse, though. Technology is a blessing and a curse. I will say that. It definitely has its downsides too. It's good and it's bad. I actually argue it's bad. It's more bad than good, but we can't change it. It's inevitable, so it doesn't matter. Hey, Siri is a. What do you? Wes just hates Bitcoin. Listen, man. I've made a pact to stay neutral on other people in the crypto space. So I'm going to leave my comment to be. But yeah, I don't want anything to do with Bitcoin. I'll say that. What are all the world's information at your fingertips? Facts. You do, dude. Who needs the education? Yeah, man. The only college, I don't think college is going to exist soon. And the reason why is the only reason people go to college now is, okay, I'll tell you the two reasons why people go to college. One, to get certain jobs, you have to have a degree. They make you have a bachelor's degree or a doctorate or whatever they require. They make you have it as a requirement. I think that's going to go down the wayside. Because if you look at the smart entrepreneurs that own businesses now, they don't really like care about people having degrees. They care more about the skills that they have. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be. It shouldn't really be about who gives a shit if you have a bachelor's degree if you can't do the job. I'd rather hire someone that didn't go to school as a genius. You know what I mean? And the second reason people go to school, a lot of kids go to school, is, for the social aspect, right? Yeah, so kids can socialize and get away from home and, do whatever college kids do. You know what I mean? Drink one too many Miller Lights, a little bit boxed wine. But yeah, I mean, college is so outdated now, I think. Like, you can learn anything in way faster in your own time. You don't have to wait a week in between classes. You know what I'm saying? You can just, if you wanted to sit down for 3 days and learn a whole subject, you can learn it in 3 freaking days. It's that easy, man. Whereas in college, they stretch it out in this like year-long thing that really doesn't have to be a year long. You know what I mean? It's just, they're milking you for your money. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That is true. Hoskinson didn't need a degree. He just copied ETH. There you go, Chewy. No, Hoskinson's a smart dude. Hoskinson is a smart dude, though. I know he gets a lot of shit, but any of these crypto CEOs, these are some of the smartest people in the world, man. You only get the facts they want you to get. Yeah, and they like twist the narrative on you. It's like history class. History class in school, you basically learn the facts that your country wants you to know. You know what I mean? Like, whoever's the good and the bad side in history is basically based on where you live. You know what I mean? Like, that's how history is, and history just gets passed on. So facts get changed. Your country might want you to forget something, so they like slowly over time kind of erase it from history. You know what I mean? It's messed up, dude. Jordan says, just go to college for frat parties. You'd be surprised, Mike. Why do you think? No, I'm not gonna. Whatever. Some people go to college for like these degrees that like you almost like guaranteed not to find a job for. You know what I mean? But they go. It's usually the people that like to go to the parties. You know what I mean? I was reading a history book the other day, and it turns out the good guy always won. The good guy always won. You know why? Because whoever wins always is the good guy. Exactly, Miles. Whoever wins is the good guy. Whoever loses is the bad guy. Do you know anything that who lost was the bad guy? No. I never heard of that. I never heard of that, man. John said, if Jordan's 29 years old and he uses the phrase back in the day, bro, I've got jizz stains older than you. Yeah, man, you probably have some socks in the woods that you threw back there when you were younger. You just threw those socks back in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Your mom might have found a bunch of socks in the back of the woods. Oh, man. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff, man. All right. Nice to see people still talking about NKN. NKN? What are we looking at, Brian? Brian's bullish on NKN. I don't know. Brian, are you bullish on NKN? If Brian Miller is bullish on this, it's interesting because Brian Miller seems to be a bear. Brian, are you bullish or bearish right now, man? I never know with you, dude. You know what I mean? It's got a nice range, though. I like this little consolidation range here. This is actually nice. I actually really like this consolidation here. The wicks, but like, look at the consolidation other than the wicks. Whenever you go above there, you got sellers, right? Sellers, 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 sellers. But if we're just taking the candlesticks, this is a nice, really nice consolidation range in here. That is quite beautiful, actually. Right in there. It's not quite like the one. It's the 1, 2. You got the third hit. I usually would like to break the low and then come back in. But you got a nice consolidation. Anywhere near this low, I think, you know, kind of like anything. Anything near this low, I think, is an interesting bid. Reminds me of it really reminds me of over here. You know, like obviously you had the COVID crash. But you see how you had this nice, really nice consolidation in here. Really nice sideways consolidation. You had the COVID crash. But if you look, it's highs, lows, highs, COVID crash, highs, lows, right? You broke out, Wyckoff, back test, boom. Right, so now you got your nice little range. It's nice, dude. This is the shit you want to look for, is these nice ranges right here, man. These nice ranges. It's good shit. It's good shit, man. You can find, dude, there's 20, I think there might even be 30,000 altcoins now. You can find any chart and find an altcoin that has the same chart as the ones that already broke out. If they have the same chart, a lot of times they'll do the same price action. You know what I mean? But actually, I like this. This chart actually is nice. I like this chart, man. This is a nice chart. I don't know anything about this project, but I like the chart. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't even give a shit about the project. If I like the chart, okay. Here we go. Looks nice. What do we think Bitcoin's going to do? Let's do a poll. Real quick. We're going to do a poll, and then we'll probably start to wrap this up a little bit. Shout out to Mr. Hart, man. Good to see you, bro. Mr. Hart knows all about the teachings, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. What does Bitcoin hit first? I think this will be an interesting question today. Let's do 32K. And let's do back down to 28K. 32K and 28K. Something tells me the poll will be bullish today because we're green today. If we did it yesterday, the poll probably would have been more bearish. That's just how it works. And in green day, we're going to say the upside. red day. We're gonna say downside, whatever. Let's see what people think. Yeah, it seems like we got more bullish people right now, which is, you know, I get it though. This is Frank's pick. Boot says 0 first. Oh Lord. Teresa still thinks 26. Brian said he went long on True just because it's at the very low. Dude, sometimes I don't even know anything about an altcoin, but if I like the chart, I'm going in. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes we care a little bit too much about the fundamentals, and we don't just look at the chart. A lot of times the chart tells you what's bullish and what's not. You know? Guys, you know I used to always shit on Bitcoin Cash, but the chart looked good. You know what I mean? I used to shit on XLM, but the chart looked good. XRP, chart looked good. You know what I mean? In my opinion, and, you know, I think, you know, I don't think XRP is horrible, but I also don't think it's like this golden thing that the XRP army thinks it is. You know, I think it's, to me, and if you want my honest opinion about XRP, I own XRP, so don't take this as someone who is like bearish on XRP. It's just that I think a lot of influencers, and if you guys want my honest opinion, I think a lot of influencers that hype up XRP, what you'll notice about a lot of those influencers is they didn't really talk about XRP before, and then they all of a sudden started talking about XRP. In my opinion, the reason they do that is because they know XRP has, like, you could argue XRP has the biggest community besides Bitcoin. And they know they're going to get views talking about XRP. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how it is. It's different if maybe if you like the chart of XRP. Fundamentals-wise, okay, to me, XRP is just like another thing, man. It's not... Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, man. It's not like this groundbreaking thing. Like, I don't get the thing where it's like XRP is going to this ridiculous price level. I think it's going to go higher. Shit, I wouldn't be holding it if I don't think it's going to go higher. But I also am not going to be holding out for like these ridiculous price targets, like $100. You know what I mean? I think I don't know where those come from. I think the influencers just been calling out these, pardon my language, stupid price targets to get people hyped up. And I still see the thumbnails pop up, man. I still see these $100 thumbnail XRP thumbnails. I'm like, dude, what the frick, man? It doesn't even make sense. Yeah. Sometimes I want to, like, I try to be nice. So sometimes I really want to go in the comment section, but I don't because I want to be nice, but it is what it is, dude. BitBoy says $589. I trust him. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to name certain names. I heard people say Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Guys, I also don't think Bitcoin's going to 1 million. The only way Bitcoin will go to 1 million is if the dollar crumbled. And at that point, it wouldn't even matter Bitcoin's at 1 million because everything would cost 50 times more. And it's not just Bitcoin would do 1 million would be nothing. It'll cost 10K for a slice of bread. You know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, it's pointless. You know, at that point, it's just because the dollar lost value, not really because Bitcoin goes to 1 million. You know, I think sometimes when we hear like Bitcoin to 1 million calls, I think people think it's like actually going to go to 1 million without like the dollar value going, like without the dollar losing value. I just don't see that happening. I think it could hit 1 million eventually, but that's because we have crazy crazy money printing, and it's just like the dollar just gets devalued to shit, you know, which I actually do think is coming. My opinion is, you think I'm a moon boy? Just wait. I think we got one more bull run for Bitcoin. I think we got one more bull run for the stock market. And I do believe, this is my hot take. I do believe that the Fed is going to over tighten, and they're going to be forced to print money up the wazoo. We're going to get one more bull run in stocks and Bitcoin, but after that, it's over. and I truly believe this, based off many different charts that I don't really talk about on the channel because they're more deep and not really crypto related. But I think there's one more run, and then shit's gonna hit the fan. Shit's gonna hit the fan, man. And it's not gonna be pretty. So that's why I say make money while you can, man. Because I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but every empire's run comes to an end. If you look at the stats, every major world power is usually in power for about, I think it was about 200 something years. And right now the US has been in power for it's like 5 years less than what the typical average is of a power. You know what I mean? It all makes sense. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like the bonds. Too tight Jerome. He too tight Jerome, man. Too tight Jerome. Too tight Jerome. But yeah, eventually you guys will see me be savvy. Listen, I don't think savvy's crazy. The thing about savvy is, you guys know, we sort of troll savvy and whatnot. I actually don't think savvy's crazy. I actually think savvy makes a lot of good points, and why he's bearish on the markets. I just think he's too early. I just think he's calling all this shit too early. I think all this is going to happen, though. Everything savvy says, I think is going to happen. I just think he's too early in calling for it, you know what I mean? And we'll see, man. We'll see. One day you guys might hate me because I'll be the doomer. You know what I mean? You'll be the doomer, bro. What does that mean for the currency, though? England lost dominance 100 years ago, and the pound sterling is just fine. I don't know, Beth. You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, you guys want to see my weird chart? Okay, let's look at my weird chart. Let's find it here. I haven't looked at this in a long time, actually. Let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD. This is supposed to be like this. Remember when we called the bottom of the Euro USD, though? That was nice. Remember down here? Oh, man, we nailed that shit back there. Ever since then, it's been pretty good. But yeah, Euro USD. Basically, you guys know what's my favorite pattern, guys? What's my favorite pattern? The falling wedge, right? This is Euro USD. Okay. Actually, for this is where it gets kind of interesting, actually, because do we get one more move down on Euro USD, or is this breakout here? I still think it's got one more move down. That's why I don't think anything crazy is going to happen yet. But all right, this move here, this was a COVID move, excessive money printing, fake breakout, back in, right? But eventually, I think this breaks to the upside. You know what I mean? And what does that mean? Well, to me, I mean, just to be the doomer eventually the doom boy comes in 2025, 2026, somewhere in there. That the dollar loses value against the euro big time, which probably means for the other currencies too. But it all comes down to the fucking Jerome Powell, man. I think they're gonna go too far. Just like they started too late, they're gonna go too far. You know? But anyways, besides the point, bro. this is to me, this is still a few years from now. I think we got some time. But I think eventually shit'll hit the fan, man. You know? They will default on the debt. Bonds will collapse. Yeah. Mike says, so this bull market coming up, last hurrah. Listen, it's me speculating. You know what I mean? But I think when you look at everything, what are they doing right now? Inflation's at 3%. I get why they're still tightening because they want to get inflation 2%. But like they don't want it to go back up. I'm just sort of speculating right now. Think about it. The ripples of the tightening usually don't happen until like a year after basically rate hikes start. Or it's usually about a year and a half till rate hikes start, right? So I don't even think the economy has felt the rate hikes yet. But I think it's going to happen is it's going to go too far. Something's going to break. Banks. We've already seen it happen. And rates are already only higher than they were when it happened. Banks are going to break again. They're going to break again. It's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? Like, and they're going to have to start printing money again, which got us into this mess in the first place because of COVID. They're going to print more money, just like they did to save the banks again, because they don't learn from the past. You know, history repeats. And yeah, assets will go nuts. You'll see stocks go nuts. You'll see crypto go nuts again. But I think that's the last run. Not the last one. I'm not saying like it's over forever. I just think that's when we're going to finally hit a longer bear market. Because think about it. I mean, like the U.S. has been in a bull run for... Dude, the stock markets have been in a bull run. Let's look at this, right? Let's bring up the... I know I'm kind of talking about random shit today, guys. I hope you don't mind. I'm kind of going off, but going off on a tangent. Like, look at the S&P 500. Like, this shit ain't sustainable, man. But if you notice, you kind of go through these cycles where you don't really, it's not like it's the end of the world. It's just you go through these cycles where you have a big run up. Shit. That lasts like, I think it's like 20. It's usually 20-year cycles. Hold on. Where's the frickin' brush tool, man? Like, there it is. I never can find it. You get these big runs up. Woohoo! Big run. Woohoo! And then you get this long, usually period in here where you go sideways for a long time. Assets don't move. You go sideways. It's more of a trader's market, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. This was like freaking 18 years where the S&P didn't move. 18 years, right? And then what happened? You got another big, woo! For 20 years, massive uptrend. And then what did you see? This one was a little bit shorter, actually. This was about 18 or so years of really the S&P not going anywhere, you know? So big sideways, big move, big sideways. What have we seen for the last, since 2009? We've seen up only, you know? But we're not at that point where it's like the time period. It's usually 18 years. That's why I think we got another 2 years-ish, right, of upside before we might have that like long period of drought sideways action. It's like a cycle, man. But like I said, I still think we got one more run here. I don't think this was the blow off top. I think we got that final hurrah, that phase in there. Just because the charts show we got that phase still. Anyways, I'm just going off on a tangent, man. Don't mind me. You know. Let's see. Spin it, Burr. But like I said, it's good for us in the short term because I think we're sitting pretty good, right? We got markets going up despite them hiking rates. And then if they break something, yeah, it might be bad in the short term if they break something. But usually when they break something, that's like the best opportunity. And that's when you see the most bullish price action after they break something. Like COVID. You had a massive drop, but we had like one of the most bullish markets in history right after COVID. You know what I mean? So it's not the end of the world. It's like Bitcoin, right? When that banking thing happened back here, we initially saw a drop, but then Bitcoin like pumped from 19K to 31K in a few weeks. Because what? Something broke. Usually the bad news leads to good things. Usually. Anderson said, yo, it's 8:44 and Jordan is still alive. Bullish. Facts, man. I'm hanging out today just talking about bullshit. I'm talking about 2-3 years from now, man. I'm having a good time doing it. Short term, though, listen. You know I'm bullish as shit on Bitcoin, man. I'm bullish as shit on Bitcoin. I'm bullish as shit on the stock market. And I think the next year or so is going to be good. After that, you know, we got to kind of see. But it's gonna be fun, man. Like I think we've gotten through most of the boring part of the market. Like we haven't moved in 5 months. You know, I think we're almost through this boring phase. Still could go on for a little bit longer. Like August could still be boring, right? But I think we're almost through that boring phase. We have to be, man. Like this is the least volatility Bitcoin's ever had in its history. Like something's due. Like a big move's coming, man. And I'm not joking when I say big move. I'm talking about big move. Big mover. A big mover. Savvy said bottom coming September, October. Didn't he also say the bottom was going to be like in March or some shit? Isn't that what he was saying in 2022? It just keeps getting pushed out. We're at August now. So if the bottom doesn't come in September or October, I mean, we're talking a month and a half now. You know what I mean? A month and a half for Bitcoin to get to 3K. Okay, sure. But yeah, we just kind of keep pushing it out, I guess. And then it's going to be 2024. It's going to get pushed out to like March of 2024. We're going to be at 3K. You know. And basically, until it eventually happens. Eventually it'll happen. You know? Right? You guys want to hear the ultimate doomsday. This is Maj's favorite chart. When you zoom out, what do you guys notice about the Bitcoin chart? What do you guys, and I'm just blabbling right now. Listen. You guys know I'm bullish, but I'm not bullish forever. What do you guys notice about the Bitcoin chart? And we've talked about this a few times. What do you guys notice about this? Right? And I think it all comes full circle. Like everything is coming full circle here. Let's see. Let's do this. Shit. Right? What do we notice about this chart? And I'm just blabbling. I'm kind of going on about my future doomsday scenario. Because I think it also shows it on the Bitcoin chart. This is Maj's favorite chart.
If you know how Fibonacci's formula works,
yeah.
then you know.
What do we notice about this chart? Like, I'm not going to do it perfectly, but you guys can see the point I'm trying to make here. Basically, you're losing momentum over time, which is normal. You're not going to have the same gains over time. But if this is going to be like a typical parabola, right? This is how a typical parabola usually forms. And if this is going to just follow this curve, right? I'm just spitballing here. Let's say it follows this curve. And maybe you got, like I'm kind of saying, I think Bitcoin's got one more run in here. Up. Maybe to like, you know, if we went up in like 2024. You know, maybe to like 100K ish.
Why are you not using it?
Oh, they have the tool. They have the tool. I'm being lazy. But yeah, maybe you get up to like 100K or so, right? But after that, at that point, you're like barely even breaking the previous all-time high. Then at that point, you might be trying to shuffle down, man, and this thing might start to be curling over.
Crazy to tell you. After you finish.
Oh.
That my dad told me which made me
Uh.
realize that this is over.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like I said, it's not me being a doomsdayer. It's just kind of like putting everything together. You know, it's just. You guys also want my conspiracy theory too? You guys know my conspiracy theory too. I also think AI can play a role with this.
AI is gonna be one of the reasons why.
I think AI is going to play a role in this too. You know, because like
a bull run, and after that it's gonna collapse.
we pull a Litecoin, AI. The thing about AI, we talked about this, guys. Like, it's a cool technology, but it's also very scary technology, man. You know, and we've talked about, like, think about all the charts we talked about. Bitcoin's chart, it's a niche chart, but what's also this is also what the population growth chart looks like. You know what I mean? People are saying Maya the bear.
No, I'm saying like we're gonna be fighting for survival. We're not gonna be.
Oh, man.
About AI, like we're not gonna care about crypto anymore.
True.
We'll
True.
want to survive.
That is true. That is true. I agree. And no, we'll see. I'm just talking about random shit tonight, guys. Don't take me too seriously. I think that there's going to be a time where I really start talking about that. Like I said, I don't think we have to worry about that right now, though. I don't think we have to worry about that right now. So let's not go too off the deep end here. You know. Can't wait for the AI. It's Gary's new enemy. He just said we can get the crypto later. Yeah. We can get the crypto later. That's a rough comparison. Yeah. You guys are funny, man. Chris said, can you look at radar? Yeah, sure, man. Let's hope that radar doesn't have the curve, man. Let's see. Radar. Wait, is this the right radar, man? I hope not. Is this the one you mean? Oh, this one. Okay. This is a little bit better. I hope this one you're talking about. This one, man, just Wick City. Wick City. But like I said, this is your accumulation low here. The highs are a little bit irrelevant. Whenever it gets a pump, it just gets sold off, which is normal in this market where you get any pump, it just gets sold off. But yeah, I think these are probably your lows here, unless something really bad happens. Which, once again, if my thought process on Bitcoin's correct, then I think these will end up being like the relative lows of this. Now, if it's going to be Wyckoff, we would look for the first low, and then this is your second low. I actually would like to see this actually hit that low one more time. Spike that second low. Doesn't have to, but you are forming that third low. That's typically what I've learned recently, as we were talking a lot about Wyckoff because I did a lot of research on it. That third low is when you really want to be looking at something, right? Now you've gotten that third low. So you just think how like all the altcoins are all kind of making those third lows at the same time. It's interesting. I find it kind of interesting. But yeah, radar right at the lows, man. It seems to always get spikes up. We just can't hold. That's how all the altcoins are right now. They get a move up, they get sold off, and they just kind of stay in a nice little range as the whales either just accumulate at the low of the range, or they accumulate at the lows, they wait for the spike up, they take profits, they buy at the lows again, spike up, take profits, buy at the lows again, and they just keep increasing their position. So, but yeah, radar, nice range, man. You at the bottom of the range, that's it, right? If you like something, the bottom of the range is the best place to get it, dude. Let's see. I started doomsday talking here now. That's the best. Why are we going to centralize something that's free? Leave AI free? Nothing's ever free, man, in the world. If you, I think what crypto's trying to do with decentralization is cool, but you got to understand, the world will never be decentralized. It just won't. humans, especially men, we crave power. Okay? It's just built in humans. You know what I mean? Like, the world will never be decentralized in the way that like we want it to be. You know, it's just not going to happen, man. You know, like it just, men want power, especially. We're greedy. We want power. So unfortunately, I think it's a great vision. It's like this dystopian world that's decentralized and everyone's free and does what they want. I think that's kind of a pipe dream, just because you're always going to have this evil dictator or this evil guy who wants to be in power. It's always going to be that way. You know what I mean? It's been like that way for millions of years, and it's always going to be that way until something bigger than us and stronger than us takes us out. AI. Wayne said some men, not all men. Well, it is built in us, in our biology. It's built in us. Now, some men want it more, but it is built in us. You know? I want peace. Honestly, I couldn't give an F about power. Yeah, I mean, there's different levels of power. You know what I mean? Like I'm a lover, not a fighter as well. I don't like to fight. I don't like to. I just wish everyone can get along too. You know, I think war is stupid. You know, I'm not going to go through all that. That goes down a different path. But yeah, I think I would like peace too. It's just never going to happen. Never going to happen, man. Because people have different beliefs. People want you to believe what they think, right? And you basically can't. No, you're never going to get people to agree because everyone's different, and people are always going to fight on what they think is right, you know. And honestly, it's some of the best things in the world that people, some of the best quote unquote things in the world that people shouldn't be fighting about that they do. Once again, not going to go down that path because that goes a little political and, you know, religious. We're not going to go down that path. You know what I mean? So, besides the point. I can't determine if I should go 2x link or 1x. Blaze, just go 1x, man. In crypto, there is no need. Really, like at this point of the cycle, there is no need for leverage, man. There is no need for leverage. Just like spot is the way to go. You know, there is zero need for leverage, bro. You know, like basically, I mean, it depends what your goal is. If you're just like, if you're doing a little short-term trade, right now you might need leverage because, like, honestly, the market doesn't move. But if you're looking to just hold it, just do 1x, man. Like, there's no need for leverage, man. Unless you're a degen, said Dave. There we go. There we go, man. Jordan's going to get a quantum computer that cooks ribs in it. Facts. That is absolute facts. The USA is republic. Democracy is nothing. Okay. Wayne, I don't want to read your chats, man. I always just read shit without reading it first. I always say shit without reading it first, man. I'm looking from here to all-time high. Jordan is really out here saving my life. Yeah, dude, you don't need. If you're holding it to whenever you think the all-time high is, just buy it, man. You don't need to use leverage. Leverage is if you're just trading in like a nice little range and it's like a 1%, 2% range and you're trying to get 10% out of the trade. Then you might want to use some leverage. But if you're looking to buy Link at $7 and sell it at 70 or $100 whenever we get there, just you don't need no leverage, man. You know? How do you spot trade a short? Well, there's the inverse. You can do the inverse Bitcoin on some exchanges. But I think they only have like the 2x and the 3x inverse, which is a little bit different than leverage. But it's kind of like the inverse. I mean, it's kind of like leverage, but you don't get liquidated basically. We want cheap products, therefore we need cheap labor. I don't even know what you guys are talking about at this point. All right, guys, I'm talking about nonsense today. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about nonsense. I hope I could. We had some nice talks today, guys. We went deep on a lot of conversations today. I like those. Thanks for listening to me ramble about my doomsday scenario. I don't think we're at that point now, but I think there's going to be a time where we talk about that, depending on if Jerome keeps hiking rates. Because the Fed always thinks they know what they're doing, and they always don't end up doing the right thing. And they're probably going to not do the right thing again. Just in reverse of 2021. You know? So, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and as always, guys, we'll see what Bitcoin does. Still can't get back above 30K, you know, so this might not be like the candle that gets us going, but definitely a good bounce off that trend line. Now, I think it's about, you know, if we do pull back from here, it's about holding a higher low and sort of trying to continue an uptrend from this point. Can we change the downtrend to an uptrend? If we can, cool. If we can't, well, we'll talk about it when the time comes. But for now, we're holding the trend line. All is good. Catch you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Be there, I'll be square. But most of all, guys, please don't make your son ask you why you sold your Bitcoin to BlackRock at 29K. Okay? He ain't going to understand. And quite honest, he's going to want to be put up for adoption. So just don't do it. And you won't have to worry about it. All right. Later, guys. Peace.